watching KOIN 6 News with Jeff Gianola and Elizabeth Din. Watching out for you.
Collaborations are common in Portland's culinary scene. In tonight's Northwest Grown, it's truly a treat, though, when you see how two creative minds came together to make a special chocolate bar. One of the regulars at Ranger Chocolate in Northeast Portland is also one of the company's newest collaborators, Gregory Gourdet.
I live in the neighborhood and I've been coming here for quite a bit. I walked in one day and I saw the Dumorot chocolate bar, which they have, which features Haitian cacao. And it was like one of the few times I've seen chocolate, especially Haitian chocolate, wrapped artisanally so beautifully. So I was automatically intrigued. Of course, I had to buy it and taste it, and it was delicious. I had to share it with my parents and my family. I took it on the road and served it at events, and our kind of relationship kind of started from there.
Gregory is chef and founder of Sous-Sol Bar, as well as KOIN, the James Beard Awards Best New Restaurant of 2023. Through both businesses, he proudly shares his Haitian roots through his cuisine. And together with George Dumorot, head chocolate maker and founder of Ranger Chocolate, who is of Puerto Rican descent, the duo is merging their personal influences into a tasty new creation.
So with the Caribbean chocolate bar, there's a very close sense of family and friends and community that goes into that bar. And then with both of us having a connection to the Caribbean with our families, it just grew from there in terms of memories of childhood and ingredients. And then together we just kept bouncing ideas back and forth until we got to where we are today.
So from ideas, then there's also the flavors and the ingredients. Talk about that collaboration effort and working together, essentially, I guess, in the kitchen, right, with those flavors.
So, I mean, for me, what I love most about the bar, I think, is just how balanced it is and just how creamy it is and how it's like a very kind of everyday bar in a way. It's not a special occasion bar. I think for me, I wanted to make sure that whoever ate it would eat the whole thing, you know? So it's like a beautiful balance of there's a little fruit and acid from the mango, there's a little bit of heat from the ginger, a little bit of heat from the habanero, of course Jacobson sea salt, and then vanilla, and then just coconut milk, which makes it all very creamy and very delicious and very, very balanced. I think the packaging is so beautiful.
It is.
Kind of like expresses the richness of the Caribbean and just how lush it is and where these ingredients might grow.
I have to admit, spice scares me, and I know the habanero,
You're gonna do great.
I know, and you're like, but you wouldn't.
You're gonna do great.
George graciously gave us a taste of the Caribbean chocolate from a drum.
You should let it melt in your mouth.
And this, he tells me, is only missing the salt at this point. And these drums never stop spinning, George explains, unless one of them needs some maintenance. This seems like mad science.
Yes.
Was it kind of hard for you, or was it honestly like, no, this is what we do all the time?
It's what George does all the time. Yeah, so it's been fun learning about the chocolate making process. I think we went back and forth about 7 times before the final recipe. The heat was an issue, the sweetness was an issue, all things we figured out. So we have a final result that we're very, very happy with.
Yeah, I think it's the thing that gets me excited every day is creating something that's unique. And working with Gregory has been really exciting because we were able to bounce a lot of ideas off each other and get to a place that is a pretty unique chocolate experience in terms of how it tastes and how it delivers this, the flavor changes to the end.
Those flavors really do change, having tasted that. So the sales from this bar, which is dairy and gluten-free, support ethical cacao farming in Haiti. George tells me it is considered a super premium bar. It is $24 for a 2 1/4 ounce bar. Then the smaller one, that's 1 1/4 ounce, is $14. And there's a special treat this Saturday, May 18th, which is also Haitian Flag Day. Chef Gregory will join his friend George at Ranger Chocolate from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. And if you can't make it to that, you can buy the chocolate bars online or in person at Ranger. It's also available at some local stores.
Was I gone the day you brought those back into the newsroom?
You were, Jeff.
Okay, I figured.
I'm so
I was
sorry.
probably gone.
But we should go to Ranger together.
Yeah, well, especially to meet Gregory Gourdet. That would be awesome.
He was so great. Both of them were so wonderful and welcomed us with open arms.
All right. Well, if you had a sweet tooth, you have an even bigger one after watching that story.